a show that I said I'm coming for every. It's week 1 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Chiefs and the Dolphins. And it's all up next.
From beautiful South Florida, here's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Miami. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Right to the air is Mahomes. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Josh Palmer, 62 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
call on a give up the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Watkins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So they gave up the big play on the touchdown of the first drive, Charles, and now they were looking for a big play of their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And, Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember, the other side ran a few plays before their big one, so they got a little impatient there, and it cost them.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The quick slant caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed up 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Check white, yellow, orange, opposite, green, check pink.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Ready, set. Heavy line. Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Buffalo 18. Go.
Off the play fake. Watkins. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Comeback team.
Back to throw. Watkins dancing to his left. He finds his man complete. It's Connor. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Deputy Ranger.
They'll send the tight end in motion. He finds his man complete. That's Connor. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Back to the ground with Hall. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run with Hall. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 9 yards that time.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill! A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Mahomes now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Mahomes going to throw. Being chased out left. And this one too low.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Mahomes throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. A big play, if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out. And he'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10. In motion, Hill.
Ready, go.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Looking to throw. Watkins. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 73 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Now Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
But that's what they have to do more defensively. Not just getting sacks, but to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A final shot before break. Watkins, he'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Colts on top as that one approaches halftime. Michael Pittman, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. George Pickens, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Texans looking to get to 1-0, and they've got the lead in front of their home faithful. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good-size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
On second down, a run with Hall. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Off play action. Watkins. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now Mahomes. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he finds McLaurin. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now here's Mahomes. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Hurt. Right there, hurt.
To throw on 3rd down. Watkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Hold it ready. 19. 19 tight. Panther 11.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. 1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Josh Palmer, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Dolphins offense returning to the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has. Williams loses the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Off the play fake. Watkins. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tanner Conner, 30 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. Open man is Palmer. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this was one to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Throwing to start the drive. Watkins. This one is caught. It's Patton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Now the ball comes loose, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Come back team! Come back team! Go, Reed! Go!
Looking to throw. Watkins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
Ready?
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So the fourth down conversion has them inside the 40 now, first and 10.
70 Ranger! 70 Ranger! 79 Broncos! Check pass! Check pass!
Off play action. Watkins. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. Career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you get the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
that doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that sling lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Back to throw, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Room here to run. Oh, it shifts past him. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment,
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Chiefs, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.